name's Tony. Welcome to Edinburgh. Hope you're all happy, healthy and well out there. Today, it's a random one. I did a short about this week and I thought I would do it as my main video as well because it's a weird story. And I'm going to be completely honest, I don't know if it's true. The more I think about it, I'm like, this can't be true. This can't be a real story. But first of all, let us show you where we are. I'm right by the World's End pub, kind of, sort of exactly, I don't know where the exact halfway point is, but it feels like it should be here, halfway point of the Royal Mile. So World's End pub right there. Old gates to the city used to be right there. Looking up towards Royal Mile, there's the Scottish Storytelling Centre. John Knox's house is just behind that. There's our friends at the Fudge Kitchen right there as well. And we're actually going to talk about something that is at the top of the Cannon Gate. Now, for those of you that maybe forget, the Cannon Gate is just another section of the Royal Mile. This section is called the High Street. That goes up to around about Deacon Brodie's pub. Then it becomes Lawn Market. But right here, you can see on the Royal Mile, if you look across the road, it says Cannon Gate. Can I get a shot? Can I get a shot? Can I get a shot? Let me zoom in for you. Cannon Gate, but still the Royal Mile. See Royal Mile above it there. And Royal Mile above that there. So it's still the same thing, it's just a different street. All part of the Royal Mile. And what I want to show you is down here. You can see as well, it's getting busier. It's starting to get really quite busy. We are middle of June, coming up for the end of June actually. And so the holidays are truly started. The kids finished school here in Scotland yesterday. So we're in summer holiday time. This city is definitely getting more and more tourists. You're seeing it all the time, but that's what happens. We're a slightly seasonal city, less than we used to be, but still a bit of a seasonal city. So, what I'm going to show you is Morocco land. Like I said, it's a strange one, and I don't know how true it is. I really don't know. So here we are, at the top of the Cannon Gate section of the Royal Mile, and it's this building right here that I want to talk about, which apparently used to have the nickname of Morocco land now. But I put this out as a short earlier on this week. The amount of Edinburgh people that were going, never heard of that, never knew that at all, and I don't blame them. I don't blame them. The reason it's nicknamed Morocco land is that statue right there. That's how he got the nickname. But the story is bizarre. So let's talk about the story. 1700s, late 1700s. I can't find a date, which adds to the story that I don't know if it's true or not, because I can't find an exact date. But apparently there was a gentleman called Andrew Gray, who was going to be executed. It says for hitting the Provost. I'm going to assume that's the Lord Provost of Edinburgh, which position we still have today. For hitting the Lord Provost, he was going to be executed. That seems extreme as well. Unless it's because of the status of the person they hit. Execution seems a bit extreme. But apparently they escaped. Andrew escaped and went to Morocco. I'm just thinking about the areas. While we continue the story, I'm thinking about the area as well. There's not even a Moroccan restaurant. You know what I mean? Now I know historically, with something from the 1700s that got a nickname, why would there be a Moroccan restaurant? But I feel like it would help my story. If there was. But yeah, that Wedgwood there is apparently supposed to be lovely, like star restaurant. It's got Michelin right there. See that? Michelin 2019. So it's supposed to be really much appreciated. Look at that nice person ducking down. So yeah, that's definitely a place to visit if you're looking for a top class restaurant. Apparently. Anyway. This used to be Baby's Bakehouse, and it's not anymore. I'm getting sidetracked. So, Andrew escaped to Morocco and unfortunately was put into slavery, became a slave, and worked his way up, was very good at whatever it was he did, and worked his way up, and actually ended up gaining quite a high status, and amassing a small fortune. How much that is, I have got no idea. I really have no idea. But apparently did. Got a small fortune. And then, again, a year, I do not know, decided to move back to Edinburgh to clear his name. To clear his name from hitting the Lord Provost. I mean, you did or you didn't, you know what I mean? So, but anyway, so back he came. And apparently when he was here, the more I think about this story, the more I'm like, it can't be true. The Lord Provost's daughter had the plague and he cured it. That in itself as well seems far-fetched. That must be like the Florence Nightingale effect, you know. They save you so you fall in love with them. But anyway, married her. Apparently also turns out that she was his cousin. So married his cousin, which possibly makes the Lord Provost his uncle. And if it's still the same Lord Provost that he hit, then he was arrested and going to be executed for hitting his uncle. See, more and more of this story just... Normally, you know me, when it comes to historic stories, I'm very much about it. But there's just something about this story. I'm like, this can't be real. But I'm telling you it anyway. Anyway. So yeah, now by that point, this part of Edinburgh, this wouldn't be part of Edinburgh by then, the late 1700s. I think it was, I want to say 1860 that the Cannon Gate became part of Edinburgh. Definitely not right now anyway. Sorry, definitely not the roundabout the time we were talking about. They apparently moved into this tenement building, and this statue was built in honour of the Emperor of Morocco, I think it was, and then gaining this building the nickname of Morocco Land. Isn't that bizarre? Isn't that just bizarre? If it's true, it's incredible. If it's not true, it's great that this story has managed to last, because it is just bordering on ridiculous. On the other hand, there is a chance, a decent chance I would say, the more I think about this story, that none of that story is true. And that post right there, where is it? I can't point. That post right there, I couldn't get the angle right. That post right there is actually just a trading post. It marks a trading post, possibly with Morocco, because the statue famously is wearing a turban as well. The amount of people that walk past and never even noticed it is ridiculous. The amount of Edinburgh people that have commented going, never even noticed it before. But there you go. It's a random one, it's a short one, but it's so ridiculous I wanted to share it with you this week. So there we have it. Morocco Land. I'd love to know what you think. I would love to know what you think. Do you think that is a real story? Or do you think it's a load of rubbish and it's probably just a trading post? Either way, it's entertaining. Hope you're all happy, healthy and well. Thank you as always to my incredible patrons and anyone that supports in any sort of way, whether it's liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you all. We're coming up for French time. We're getting close to that, so expect some of that soon. But anyway, till next time, bye humans.